is Thursday, and that means we are back in nutrition educator Lynn Matava's kitchen. And are you a big fan of oatmeal? Well, then Lynn has the recipe for you. Let's check it out.
When it starts to cool off outside, you may be thinking sweaters, but it's also oat weather. I know you're excited about this. But what I have here is not ordinary oats. I have some steel cut oats, and these are they're chopped instead of rolled, so they're very thick and kind of chewy, and they intimidate a lot of people because they take about half hour to 40 minutes to cook on the stove. But what I have is a really cool hack that I'm going to show you so that you can have these in the refrigerator for a nice healthy breakfast every day of the week as this weather is cooling off on us. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to put 1.5 cups of these into 6 cups of water and put them on our stove, and then we boil them for 2 minutes only. So we bring the water to a boil, we let it boil for 2 minutes, turn off the water, and then just let it sit, stir it occasionally, and we're going to put it into containers in the refrigerator. This is about half of what I cooked last night, and you can see it's sliding a little, but it's a pretty thick. I can turn it sideways and I'm not losing my oats. And it settles and it fills in all that water, and then we have this to scoop out of all week to go ahead and make our oats with. And why would I want to use these over regular oats? Well, first of all, just going to let you know, I'm not a fan of those instant oats. I don't think they have much structure. They're very kind of mushy and soggy, and they really, I think, turn a lot of people off from oats. They make us think that they're very, they're just very slimy and mushy and not very exciting. And this has a lot more bite to it, a lot more texture, and it's a lot more interesting to eat. So the thick rolled oats I love, and I love these even more. And so these, it's almost worthy of serving as a side dish. You could have it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese in there and some fall spices, and you'd have yourself something that's a lot like a risotto. We're gonna have this for breakfast, of course, so we could top this with whatever we wanted. This morning, my daughter had an apple. We chopped it up, threw it in with a little bit of water and cinnamon on the stove. It's kind of wet, so I can't really show you, but dump that over it. A little cinnamon, you're good to go. You could also use canned pumpkin and stir it in there with maybe a little bit of maple syrup. And cinnamon would be good there as well. Ginger, whatever kind of warm fall spices you like. Pumpkin pie spice if that's what you're into. And then I have yet another hack I'm going to show you today. It's kind of a 2-for-1. But this is one of my favorite things to do in the fall is we get these little, and this is a kind of big one, but we get these little acorn squash. And I think these also intimidate people because it's really hard, right? So we don't want to just cut into that with a knife. We got to watch our fingers. So what I do is I take a knife or scissors and I jab it all over the place just to put some steam holes in. And then I put it in the microwave for about 5 to 8 minutes. I started at 5 and I kept adding until this one was done. You can see this one is getting nice and soft now. And it's cooled down so I can handle it. And then I can just cut through it. I could have cut through it with a butter knife. Scoop out those seeds. You could technically eat these if you wanted to. I would personally probably crisp them up a little, but in a pan. But we have them out, and then all this that's left is this delicious flesh. And just like the pumpkin, you know, we have this yellow coloring, yellow pigmentation, carotenoids, and these are the things that, the vitamin A, the things that we think about helping our eyesight. They are also, you know, really great at just helping our body with inflammation in general. So when you add that to the fiber of the oats, we're talking about regulating blood sugar, helping our heart be healthy, controlling hunger, and all the things that adding all this fiber and some extra fruit in the morning does for us. So I hope that you head out and get some steel cut oats and try this now, and let us know what you think.
Now, as a reminder, we do have all of Lynn's tips and tricks on our website. To find them, just log on to 47abc.com and click on the Good Morning Delmarva page.